Hey guys, and welcome to Coffee with Casey. Well, I have been busy. I love this mug, by the way. I got this from my sister. She went to New Orleans on one of her business trips. One of my favorite mugs. But I digress. This week, well, these past few days have been good. I've, dived into my coaching, which is great. So in regards to my actual coaching session, so basically how it works is you reach out via DM or email. After that, I set up the initial consultation with you, which is basically me finding out more about strengths and weaknesses. I'm a big believer in mindset, so a lot of the exercises and training and materials that I'm going to give you have to focus on mindset. How to get yourself engaged, how to get yourself motivated to do what you're supposed to do, how to get structured and organized. That's like big key elements of my coaching. So I've worked with high school students that were basically trying to put together essays and papers that had some type of difficulty struggling writing. I've also worked with high school kids that wanted to write a book. So I started them off and they helped to develop their manuscript, and now some of them are actually ready for publishing, which is awesome. So, and also I work with college students who actually majored in creative writing. They have the class, but they're not quite sure how to write. So I get a lot of those types of clients. You sign up with me for sessions, and these sessions consist of things that are related to writing, of course, development, and challenging yourself to put yourself out there. That's why I work with introverted newbie writers, simply because the more seasoned writers, who are the ones that are published, already more or less have it together. They have their work out there. They don't really need that extra gentle push in the right direction, or like more or less guidance in that process. So the next step after the consultation is me setting you up with certain exercises to get you prepared for session number 2. So the first session is a preliminary session with me, speaking to you over the phone, getting to know you in that process. And then the next session is actually where your sessions begin, whether it's an 4-week or 6-week session. I've also had 12-week sessions as well. Prior to that, I need 2 things from you generally, actually 3 things. The consent form, which is consent for services, meaning that you're receiving my services. I need that signed and dated, of course, by both of us. Because you're going into an agreement with me and fulfill that commitment, a consent form has to be signed, meaning that you're ready and willing to be coached. The second thing I generally have you do is an assets and liability worksheet. That's a worksheet that basically helps to gauge, to see exactly what some of your issues are. What are your assets? What are positive things that are in your life right now that you have going on? It helps you also to break down your liabilities. What are you having trouble with? So it's basically another way to express your strengths and weaknesses, and also some issues that you're facing. So that way I can engage and focus, and also do a personalization of your actual course. Another major thing that I have you do is a personalities test. It's actually called 16personalities.com, and that's where you can find the specific test. It tells me if you're introverted, extroverted, what are the different particulars of your personality. That way, 1, I know you're coachable, and 2, I can work with you regarding what your coaching needs are. I think this is imperative because sometimes people clash, their personalities clash. However, I make sure when I read that detailed printout, like the summarization of the personality test that you get, I read it with understanding, and understand exactly who you are and what your specific needs are as a person. What challenges you, what frustrates you, what angers you. Since I have a background in psychology, it's major to me to understand these type of developmental things, so that I could be, a full service to you and help you through your process. So after I find out how the client learns, if they're coachable, what their learning style is, what their personality type is, I then go into other exercises. But before I do that, I try to lay out everything and see specifically what they want out of the actual coaching. So I modify my program according to their needs. One thing that everyone will get from my program is that, one, it's definitely structured, and two, you're definitely going to confront yourself throughout the process. Meaning I'm going to hold you accountable for the things that you're supposed to be doing. For example, if you came to me and you want to do a research paper or you want to do your manuscript, then I'm going to expect to see those pages and, critique them as we go along. So you have to put in the work. So I assign you things and you put in the work. So my next step generally is developing a goal plan. A goal plan is structured out, is exactly what it is. It's your goals and a plan of action. For example, I assign you target dates for each goal simply because you need to have something to work toward. Not being able to assign an actual target is a problem because that means you lack the vision or you don't have a specific time when you want to finish something. That's a no-no for me. Since I'm very structured, you will get a target date on your plan. That way, when you're working through everything, you can see exactly what progress you've made. So I'm going to go over a list of the services that I offer. I decided to just create a placard or a board in here so you could actually see what I have to offer. So instead of me sitting and trying to recall this from memory, it's easiest for me to just show you. So here we go. So after your initial consultation, basically, like I said, we sit together and we do the goal plan. I weave psych into everything, so you'll be seeing that a lot in my coaching method. So we'll set clear, attainable goals. I will be your step-by-step guide with your writing. You'll have feedback on your writing, meaning that you'll receive correspondence from me via email, phone call, text message, however you prefer to be communicated. I could do that. I help you with prioritizing your writing projects. I'll help you to overcome creative and writer's block, creative issues and writer's block. I also help you to pinpoint barriers, harness your strengths, develop a plan for success in your goals and achievements. Organize, inspire, and develop progress. So you'll have access to interactive classes via Zoom. I'll provide you with social media tips for your writing and your content. I'll help you to break out of your introvert shell. I'll also provide you assistance with query letters and synopsis. Incorporate the use of meditation, focus techniques. I think that's very important for mindfulness. Your mind chatter, focus your thoughts, orientation and planning. I also review manuscripts and papers. I provide mentorship and recommendations once everything's over. So basically when you finish coaching with me, you receive a summary at the very end. It's my recommendations to you and what you need to do that goes beyond the coaching process. So I do hope this clears up some of the things that I do. Some people are probably curious about the actual coaching that I do. So if you're interested or you know somebody's interested, definitely DM me or send me an email. I would be more than happy to chat with you. Also, my husband and I are in the process of forming our very own LLC, which I'm very excited about. The coaching piece is going to be definitely added to our site of services that we'll be offering. So that's an exciting adventure. So it's just going to be a lot of stuff going on, as I said before. So I'm just going to keep popping in with the Coffees with Casey and just update you. A big thing that I do during the week is I goal plan for myself to make sure I'm on task. Like I preach this a lot about it within my coaching. However, I do it for myself because I know it's super important. So I take a look at all of my goals, short term and long term, and see exactly how far I've gotten. I've given myself target dates for some of the things, which is exciting because I was able to check quite a few of them off. So it's a lot of things that I want to do in my personal life that I need to get on track. I'm also taking some adult courses with different skill sets in other areas. I think learning is forever. Like, you should always want to learn. And I do incorporate trying to learn something new every day. So much information, so much beautiful information, historical things that you never knew about. So finding out about those, it's a pleasure to just be educated and know things. So that's something I encourage you guys to do in your free time. So I do thank you for watching this video, and I will be popping in again to let you know what I've been up to on the next Coffee with Casey. So you guys take care.